Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. My name is Nefertiti and you can find my information in the description box below. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Gemini new moon solar eclipse, which is exact today, and I'm going to provide you with 3 energy readings that you can choose from intuitively. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's get into the astrology. The Gemini new moon solar eclipse is exact on June 10th, 2021 at 3:52 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Eclipses are powerful change agents in our lives, major new beginnings that can play out over the next 6 months when it's a new moon solar eclipse. This could even be 3 months on either side of today, depending on how the eclipse affects your personal energy. But we have a lot of time to work with eclipse frequencies just because changes take time. So again, this could play out over the next 6 months or so, or this may have already started. Gemini energy is charismatic, intelligent, and talkative, an air sign that thinks fast and sometimes can't be trusted. It all depends on their vibe, right? Geminis are nosy but fun and funny. The solar eclipse is conjunct retrograde Mercury. So do your best not to overthink things, not to get things twisted. People or situations from the past may surface for review, but leave them in the past where they belong. The energies, the vibes are so unstable right now, it's not the best time to make any firm decisions. The solar eclipse is also making a square to nebulous Neptune, making this energy ripe for deception, dishonesty, ghosting, and other indicators of blocked or low vibe communications. Empaths and sensitives, beware and use energetic protection. Some of us may feel more vulnerable or tired at this time. Don't underestimate people, situations, or yourself. I'm going to say that again. Don't underestimate people, situations, or yourself. Saturn is making a square to Uranus all year, which goes exact in just a few days. And this adds to the tension and instability of the energy right now. So do your best to go with the flow, do one thing at a time. Short channeled messages from spirit. Stay grounded and keep the calendar light. Only do what you need to do right now. Stay in the now and do one thing at a time. Present moment awareness. How are you feeling? Where is your mental focus? Because likely it's not what it needs to be. So just focus on doing one thing, not multitasking. Doubt equals don't. This is true whether or not the energies are intense. Whenever you doubt something, if it's not an absolute yes, it's a no, especially if you're an empath or a sensitive. Allow extra time for everything, even the mundane. If I have to go anywhere right now, I allow an extra 30 minutes, period, just because things are just so crazy right now. Things are happening fast. Things are delayed at the same time, too. So it just makes me feel more peaceful and more on top of things when I allow that extra time. Rest, retreat, and rejuvenate as needed. So again, this goes back to awareness, taking that holy pause that I talk about all the time and checking in with yourself. How do I feel right now? Would it be more productive for me to rest for 10 minutes or 30 minutes or a day or a week? So let's get into the energy readings. I have 3 groups here for you to choose from. Take a moment to pause the video if you like to see which energy reading resonates with you, and you could be drawn to more than one. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful eclipse season. Namaste. Hello, group number 1, those of you drawn to Beaver Spirit. You know what song is playing in my head right now is that song by Kelly Rowland, Motivation, where she's like, go lover. I ain't gonna sing for y'all. But that song is playing in my head. Beaver is a very industrious spirit animal that helps you to plow through procrastination and excuses. Beaver helps you to get more information and put all the pieces together in a cohesive way, because things are probably very scattered and chaotic right now. Remember, there's always chaos before new order. Beaver helps with integrating information and knowledge so it makes sense, or at least shows you a clear path ahead. Maybe you need to redo something, rework something, review something, or someone during this Mercury retrograde eclipse season time. Beaver will assist you with rebuilding too. Beaver spirit helps you to find your weak spots, right? The faulty parts of your foundation, the distractions, the things that you're overlooking to your detriment. Like Gemini and retrograde Mercury, Beaver reminds you that the devil is in the details, so pay attention. Beaver helps you to be stubborn about your goals but flexible with your results, which is the message of the Saturn-Uranus square as well, mixed in with these eclipse energies. Just build one day at a time. Some affirmations to work with. I choose to think positive thoughts. I stay positive and present. I have all the answers within me. Let's move on to the Oracle and Tarot cards, and from the Angel Answers. In the near future, get more information, and at the bottom of the deck, remain positive. So there's a strong message here about staying positive, looking at the bright side. These cards are very much aligned with the energies of the eclipse and Mercury retrograde. Things are just up in the air right now, literally, with Gemini being an air sign and his ruling planet, Gemini's ruling planet, being retrograde. So stay positive because there's more information coming, more awareness, more solutions coming in the near future. This lack of clarity could be related to a love or work situation I'm feeling. Maybe you need to get more information about them or the job before you make any decisions. It's always advised to put off making any costly major decisions, especially during eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. Anything that requires a commitment, so that could be marriage or divorce, buying a new car, a new home, accepting a job offer. These are things that, if possible, you could put off until the energies are more clear, the energies are more stable. But you know, we have to live our lives. Mercury goes retrograde 3 or 4 times a year. We have, eclipses every year. So we've got to keep moving forward, but just be detached from outcomes, right? If that is the situation for you. Because the eclipse is very unstable, right? Especially with Neptune there. And the Saturn-Uranus square going exact in a couple of days. Remember that God is not the author of confusion. If you look at the angels and the beings, they're surrounded by clouds, which could be related to the Neptune effect on this solar eclipse. Things are not clear. Things are up in the air. Or perhaps there's too much information coming at you and it's throwing off your discernment. I'm also reminded of a quote from Wayne Dyer that says, "No one knows enough to be a pessimist." So perhaps the lack of information that you have regarding someone or something or situation is actually making you feel a little negative or have negative thoughts about the situation. And that's not helping, because what you focus on expands, right? So remain positive and use your intuition with common sense. Intuition with common sense. Let's move on to the crystal, and blue lace agate is showing up. Blue lace agate is an encouraging and supportive throat chakra crystal. It alleviates tension, stress, and anger, which can very much be factors with this crazy astrology. Blue lace agate will provide you with mental clarity and a boost so that you can discern what information is positive, necessary, and helpful for you. It's an excellent stone for anyone who has dealt with rejection or maybe felt the need to suppress their communication for any reason. Blue lace agate will help you to communicate in a way that you feel heard. Geminis can be over talkers, and blue lace agate can temper this if this is one of your traits. You don't have to be a Gemini to be an over talker. Blue lace agate boosts your inner stability too during precarious times. Let's move on to the angel number, and 123 is showing up. This is a progression and action steps number. Whenever I see angel number 123 in my reality, I'm reminded of this has to happen before this can happen, before this can happen, before this can happen, right? When we're trying to manifest something, it's already appeared, or it's already manifested, if you will, in the higher realms. That's why we desire it. But because we live in a denser reality, it takes time for whatever it is we're trying to manifest to come into our reality. Angel number 123 is a reminder to always ask for guidance. It's always available no matter what's going on in the astrology. Like the Get More Information card, the answers are within you, but it may require you to examine your own limitations, obstacles, and anything that's blocking you. This is one of the tasks, if you will, that we have when retrogrades, squares, and eclipses are active in the astrology. It's a time for review. We are made very aware of what's going on inside of us when planets are in retrograde. Then we can take the action steps to replace the negative thinking with positive thinking once we're aware of what's there. Angel number 123 is also a message of believing in yourself and choose to do what you can, where you are, with what you have. All right. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this resonated with you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful eclipse season. Namaste. Hello, group number 2, those of you drawn to the Nightingale. Nightingale speaks to music and sound healing, just like the cards represented here, which I'll talk about in a minute. Nightingale is a protective animal for anyone dealing with depression or fear. Nightingale encourages you to listen to upbeat songs to boost your life energy. Laughter and music can swiftly shift your mood. They can heal you as well. We saw this with Norman Vincent Peale in his book, The Power of Positive Thinking. He used laughter and music to heal himself twice. So you may want to read that book if that resonates with you. Just like the music card here, nightingales like to sing at night and have a strong connection to the moon. So it could be helpful for you during this eclipse energy season, Mercury retrograde, Saturn, Uranus square, to start some sound healing, right? There's lots of videos on YouTube. You can incorporate these into meditation. Most psychic attack happens at night. Psychic attack is always heightened too with eclipses, especially with Neptune being here. So empaths, beware. I feel like people that chose this group are highly sensitive anyways. Nightingale typically shows up for people that are empaths or highly sensitive to energies. So you may want to play a protective sleep track at night if you feel like you're being spiritually harassed. So maybe like 432 hertz, 528 hertz, or if you're dealing with real fear, like anxiety and terror, you can try 396 hertz. You can also use black and purple crystals for protection as well. Nightingale also speaks to prayer and meditation. Call on Nightingale when you need more energy, especially at night, or when you need to do some deep emotional healing. Some affirmations to work with. All is well and I am safe. I love my life. I love my world. I choose to be happy. Let's move on to the Oracle and Tarot cards, and from the fairies, life energy is coming out, and at the bottom of the deck, music. So again, these two cards speak to sound healing, subliminals, solfeggio frequencies, binaural beats, etc. Music is life, and life is music. So listen, listen. What do you hear? That's one of my son's favorite songs. It's a strong message here to pay attention to any song that pops into your head, especially if it's on repeat, and especially if it's not a song that you've listened to recently. There's definitely a message there in the lyrics. Singing in the shower, too, is very healing, believe it or not. We all know that sounds have power. We've seen this in several scientific experiments done with water molecules and how they change based on the music played. So remember that we're 80% water. Our brains are 80% water. So think about the music and how it's affecting you on a cellular level. Eclipse energies usher in upgrades, downloads, and energy shifts. These two cards suggest that you might find yourself drawn to different genres of music as a result of your changes. Maybe you want to listen to more high vibrational music. I mean, let's face it, a lot of the music out today is very toxic. It talks about all of the low vibe stuff. And I'm not criticizing anybody because I listen to it too. But it is what it is, right? So if you find yourself feeling vulnerable, remember that things always seem to get worse before they get better, but they do get better, right? Once you hit rock bottom, the only way you can go is up. And again, listening to music is going to give you life. It's going to give you energy, vitality. Let's move on to the crystal, and amber is showing up. Amber is a powerful and protective solar plexus chakra crystal that boosts your self-confidence and joy. Just like the life energy card, amber brings in the energy of the sun to light your way. And like the music card, amber has the power to boost your vitality and purify your environment. So you can use these two together, amber and maybe a sound healing of your choice, to really get your mind and attitude right. If this eclipse energy is rough and puts you in a mood, amber can relieve anxiety and remove stagnancy from your energy. Amber helps you to be flexible, patient, and confident, which is definitely needed with the Saturn-Uranus square. Amber is fossilized resin. It's not actually a crystal. Therefore, its life force and energy are solid and stable, which is helpful with these eclipse energies because they're definitely unstable. Let's move on to the angel number, and 813 is showing up. 813 is an energy and life force number. When you see 813, your spirit team and the fairies are available to give you a positive energy boost. But remember that you have to ask. Another message is to pay attention again to the repeating lyrics, ideas, and thoughts that you're having, as they are going to help you to heal so that you can shine your light and walk your path with confidence. 813 is a message to dance to your own music. 813 also indicates that new opportunities are presenting to you, so pay attention. Put all of your focus and life energy towards what you want to manifest and drown out all of the other noise. All right? I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful eclipse season. Namaste. Hello, group number 3, those of you drawn to the butterfly. Butterfly shows up during times of massive transformation and shifts. So perhaps this is a time of awakening for you, spiritual growth. Butterfly encourages you to enjoy the process of allowing more joy and light into your life. And remember that in order for the butterfly to become the butterfly, they have to break out of that dark cocoon. Just like the Mirror Guardian card here, butterfly represents rebirth and self-awareness. Butterfly also means that good news is coming in soon, so stay patient during this intense energetic time. We've got a lot going on. Eclipse season, Saturn-Uranus square, Mercury retrograde. This is just not the best time to make firm decisions. Everything is shifting and changing almost daily. Butterfly sends a message to protect yourself during these shifts because you could be feeling vulnerable, especially with Neptune here. And Butterfly will help you to move through these changes with grace and joy. Butterfly also shows up as confirmation and encouragement, helping you to access cellular and ancestral memories. This is information that could be helpful for you right now, right? With Mercury retrograde, it's a time for review. It's a time for going back. So Spirit may be suggesting that you do some divination work or maybe hire an expert that works with the Akashic records so that you can connect. Maybe scrying is going to be helpful for you. As you can see in this card, that's what the guardian, the mirror guardian is doing. She's scrying, right? The butterfly says that prayer, reading spiritual texts like the Bible, the Bhagavad Gita, whatever resonates with you, will be helpful during this time of transformation and change. It'll be a guide for you. And I'm not talking about religion. If that's what resonates with you, that's fine. But spirituality is my lane, and I embrace all spiritual texts as valid and necessary at different times of my life anyway. So let's move on to the affirmations. I love myself unconditionally. I have great wisdom within me. I am beautiful inside and out. Moving on to the Oracle and Tarot cards, and from the Angels and Ancestors deck, Mirror Guardian is coming out. And at the bottom, Great Teacher. This eclipse season, Mercury retrograde, has been a time of reflection for you, definitely. Perhaps there have been some difficult connections and cycles that are closing out now so that you can have more peace. Remember that all of our relationships are mirrors. The people that we love reflect the loving aspects of ourselves. The people that we dislike reflect back to us those aspects of us that need healing. I'm reminded of a quote from James Allen with these two cards. Circumstances do not make the man, they reveal him or her. Jesus is depicted here, and we know that he went through many trials and tribulations, but that's what makes him a great teacher. If you're going to be a good teacher, by the way, you're going to have to go through many dark nights of the soul because experience is the best teacher. These two cards speak to reviewing your beliefs as well and what you think is possible for you. Another message here is that you have to release to have peace. I'm going to say that again. You have to release to have peace. All of your challenges were just the outward effects of lessons that your soul came here to learn. So set your soul free by loving yourself, releasing the past, and know that it was all a part of the divine plan and blueprint for your life. These cards could also be a message that you need to explore your Akashic records, as there may be some answers there that will help you with your present challenges, right? So another message here again of going back, exploring your ancestral lineage, exploring your innate talents, gifts, and abilities, and learning how you can share them with the world. Let's move on to the crystal, and apophyllite is showing up. Apophyllite is a high vibe awakening stone, a crown chakra quartz crystal that helps you to release negative thought patterns and heal emotional wounds. It's also a great crystal for tapping into past life memories, recalling things, and again, doing Akashic records work. If the Neptune energy is causing confusion or fatigue, you can use apophyllite to help clear any blockages to receiving messages from spirit and return to a joyous state. It's a powerful stone of self-discovery and reflection as well. You can use apophyllite at the third eye or crown chakra during meditation to connect to spirit guides, to the ascended masters, and they can help you to move past negative thought patterns and heal anxiety, which can be heightened during this eclipse season with Mercury here and Neptune in the mix. You can Also program this stone because it's a quartz crystal. You can program it with your intentions and affirmations so it can hold those memories for you. Let's move on to the angel number, and 156 is showing up. 156 is a spiritual support number that helps you to find creative solutions during time of chaos. When you see angel number 156, your spirit team is encouraging you to make the changes that you are guided to make, and your needs will be supplied along the way. Be determined to make changes when 156 is showing up on repeat. Also, you're reminded that self-love will improve all of your relationships, or the ones that no longer fit in your life will come to an end as you raise in frequency. So be accepting of that. Number 156 is a strong message to be the person you were meant to be and don't settle for anything less. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful eclipse season. Namaste.